name is Alfred Glover. I'm an artist working in wood and other mediums, primarily wood that is carved and altered in different ways and painted. For the last few years, I've been working on a series that I call New Growth, that is about refoliating dead wood and seemingly having new flowers and leaves appearing from structures that I make in wood. This is what I call a trellis piece construction, and it's a grid made out of some old sticks that I find in the woods. And when I begin, I lay the sticks on the ground and I try to find an interesting arrangement, and between the positive and the negative shapes and the arrangements of the sticks, the way it splays up this way and that way. I look for these kinds of things, and then when I'm satisfied with it, I make it secure with screws and dowels and by different means. I don't do any drawing beforehand. I sort of let the sticks do the drawing. I lay the sticks out and I find the way they lay, I find the most satisfying design that I can get, and then I start attaching them. And I have all of the spaces. This is almost like a three-dimensional quilt. Working in wood has many advantages. It's easy for me to work. I cut shapes on the bandsaw. I go out in the woods and I gather, dead sticks and cut some green sticks and so on, and use these things in combinations. One disadvantage to the wood is that it's really not suitable for outdoor display, in that, of course, after a few years it will start to weather and decay and fall apart, and we don't want that to happen. So for that reason, I've been translating some of my wood sculptures into bronze. And so I make the work completely in wood, just the way I like it, and then I bring it to the foundry and then I have it cast, either sand casting or lost wax casting. So I make this so that everything can be taken apart to make the bronze casting process easier. And so for that reason, I make everything so that it can be relatively easily disassembled. A lot of people have certain favorite characters I've learned over the years. A lot of people like my friendly snakes because they think that they're really very non-threatening. Maybe it's because they go like this, like a caterpillar. And everybody likes the little sculpy worms and figures on there. And most of my fish and animal motifs with the smile have removable teeth, so that the teeth can be taken out. And so these are some of the favorites that people tell me they like, and so that's what I try to create when I do a piece like this. I'm very satisfied that this is a very popular piece in the lobby or the trauma center lobby at Children's Hospital in Boston. And I'm really happy because the piece, it's very satisfying that the piece really serves a purpose. People are there under great stress, having maybe an injured child. And I find that when I visited the pieces, I'll see a gathering of people around it, children and adults. And very often the adults are talking about the piece and asking the children to find the blue fish or to find the cat that's standing on the on the bird or something. And so that's very satisfying that the piece actually does the job that it was intended to do.